Okay. I'm back now. And yeah, I just uploaded all 3 of the videos that I broke up into a few parts. I'm going to check and see if there's anything in here that I need to get. Nothing. Okay, now we go into Coda Call again. This is the part where it gets really boring in the game.
The president, he's dead.
I see.
Holy shit,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal Gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal Gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out.
Move me.
Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1, in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
The cries
Understood.
are on
Raiden out.
I can't sing for shit. Yeah.
What's your status, Raiden? Snake.
What's your status,
the president.
Raiden?
He's been assassinated.
President.
What? There was
He
nothing
just
I
got
could do.
killed.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemies lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal Gear.
You knew about Arsenal Gear?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me about it?
you never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the big shell's a front for the
I'm
project?
still recording.
Did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup
Completely forgot
facility,
that.
was designed to camouflage Arsenal Gear? Yeah,
And that
I
is how
did.
this goes in the
It's
3
exactly what the
parts.
president and Ames described.
Yes, I am
A massive
the
cover
smartest
story.
guy in the world.
The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber.
Everything always happens.
There's no
about
doubt that Arsenal
24
Gear is being
hours.
built here, and it was all set up 2 years ago. On that
Like everybody
day,
remembers
all
everything.
of
It's
it.
kind of weird.
2 years ago. What really happened here?
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news on several websites. If I remember
Just
right,
say some
the
Taco
reporters
Bell.
blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right, Otacon, me. We were
I should really
used.
be
We'd hoped that by
friends with
going public with
him.
photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government.
So,
At
like,
least that was the plan at the time.
Pretty sexy.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission.
No, I did.
I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine
I'm
Commander Scott
completely getting
Dahl,
off
and he
task.
hijacked
I'm
Ray.
on MSN right now
So
talking
we
to my
betrayed them?
friends, and I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know
see
what
if
kind of
anybody's
deal
on
was going
Skype.
down. All I remember is
No
what
one's on
Ocelot
Skype
said
that
at
will
the
talk
time.
to me.
Something like, I'm taking it back.
I missed it.
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine
You
Corps.
guys can't even hear me, that's the thing. And that is why I moved this mic a bit farther down. Or
How did you
around.
manage to get out?
Sorry about this.
That was all ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting
so much better.
Photos
Like
of
you guys
Snake
can hear me
taken
better.
by the cipher were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was
I'm gonna check this video out after I'm done.
Stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake? Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except
I knew
me.
about them.
They didn't choose
Did
Snake
you?
to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots
How
wanted
did-
to make
how
an
did
example
they not
of
know
so
about him?
everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it.
Yeah, don't
They set
oppose
all
them.
this up just to nail you
They
guys.
will nail.
No, there's more to it than that.
They put nails in your ears.
The Marines'
They're
Metal
evil.
Gear Raid project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition
Damn
to
the
the Navy's
AI.
Arsenal Gear project.
Damn the Patriots.
To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence they
But
attacked
Rex, they
the
didn't
dummy
care.
tanker and stole Ray.
Yeah. You know, really, this kind of tells the ending right now.
They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the
But then at the
development
end,
of
you're like
Arsenal
completely,
And we fell
like,
for it.
whoa,
No more
that
puppets
actually
in their
happened.
show.
Like, they're telling us this twice.
Colonel Gralukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray.
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
What's
It
catching?
must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Just hiding, you know? Just playing around.
Forget it. We're wasting time.
Yeah, we
can
wasted
figure this
about
out later. The nuclear
10
strike's been
minutes.
prevented, but
10
Arsenal
minutes.
still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles.
Right. You've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich
My sister.
what's she doing here?
You got me.
Damn
She's a
it.
computer whiz who specializes in neural AI.
Seriously, I wish the Stevie did not pick up,
Using
like,
complex
cell
logic.
phone shit.
How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop
It's
Arsenal.
incredibly loud. Like, it even makes sound
On my way.
when it's off. But, I'm gonna go downstairs on the game, and I think that's where we're gonna leave off. First, I'm gonna check and see if there's anything over there. Nothing over there. Nikitas. I need one of those. No Nikitas, wow. Oh, that must be. So, oh, an M9 bullets. Quit talking to myself a lot. There's some Nikitas. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Nothing. I'm so quiet. So quiet. Okay. Now we don't have to learn how to swim. Shit, this is